Broncos and the Steelers on Monday Night Prime Time.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Broncos in this one, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. T.J. Watt He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that moment. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's right.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Foster. Open man. Completes it to Smith-Schuster. Oh, some strong. And he works free. 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
That current formula is not working right now. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Foster. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Foster. He finds his man. Complete. That's Porter. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Foster. That is caught inside the 5. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, we've seen an incomplete pass and an attempted run, not getting them anywhere at all. I'm not sure they're committed on this drive about what they want to do. I just wanted them to say, listen, let's line up and run this thing and make it 4-down territory.
Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rolling to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schroeder. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a handoff looking right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to 4. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Foster. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down, 4 down.
Foster from the gun on 3rd down. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No.
And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back, had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Out to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schroeder. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because some...
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed. Challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game. He'll buy some time right, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. Judy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Let's go.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught left side by Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Bulldozes past him. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Foster. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Foster. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bunch formation, bunch formation. Come on, boys, come on. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now Foster from the gun on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Oh, what is that?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stopped.
Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So now the Steelers down by a field goal. 1:16 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Back to throw. He's got Claypool fighting his way through contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. Pass complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
He'll look to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely.
It got his man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver's offense ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now,
that's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there in overtime.
Well, that certainly changes things here, because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Hands it off out of the gun. Stiff-armed him. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the gun on 3rd down. Foster evades the tackler, and now some space. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there in overtime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Foster. That swung out wide to Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Come on now. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Mike 50, Mike 50. Push him back.
Foster now to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.